Hey witches, mystics, manifestors, and people who just like tarot. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Ray Luna. Hope you guys are doing good today. For today's tarot reading, we're looking at why are people scared of you or intimidated by you? So we have these horror movie characters, which I thought was a fun way to do the selection today. For group number 1 here, we have Jason. For group number 2, we have Ghostface. For group number 3, we have Freddy Krueger. And for group number 4, we have Michael Myers. So I want you guys to choose what horror movie character is calling out to you the most to find out why people are scared of you. Once you've done so, head to the description or comment section to click on the correlating timestamp to receive your reading. I hope you guys enjoy this reading, and thank you for watching. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose Jason here, and your first 2 cards are the Leper King, Sword of Law, Bravery, Self-Discipline, Faith, and then we have the Healer. So the first thing I'm seeing here for why people are scared of you or intimidated by you is you guys have this ability to go after what you want persistently. So it's funny how you guys chose Jason, because the card I pulled here matches this energy perfectly. So you guys with self-discipline, you are going to go after what you want no matter what, no matter the obstacle, whether it's a person, whether it's a goal related to your, career, your money, your own personal ambitions. You are going to chase it until you capture it. You're not going to give up. So people are scared of this because if they're going to compete against you, they know they can't win, right? They know they can't back out of a competition. You're going to find a way to compete with them and win that medal, right? So like you have this drive that people have trouble meeting, okay? Like they always know you're going to win against them. They always know you're going to pull something out of your sleeve and make it so things turn in your favor. I also feel here people are scared of you guys because you have unwavering faith in yourself, right? So even if there's times you feel like giving up, or you're feeling really motivated and peppy, you feel like things are going good for you, either which way, you always have this sense of self-belief, right? You always have this faith that things are going to work out in the end for me, and I'm going to come out on the other side better off. People can see that you guys take the trials and tribulations you face and you turn it into a reward for yourself. You turn it into a success story. Very strong ambition in this pile. I also think ambition makes people afraid of you, because it's like if you're at a workplace, people are afraid you're going to take their job. So you guys could experience people who try to block your blessings in the workplace because they're scared you're going to take their manager position. People might not train you in your jobs because they're afraid if you have their skills, because you're so ambitious, so talented, they're afraid the higher ups above them, even if they're high up, there's people above them, they're afraid they're going to see you doing it even better than them, better than they ever could, and then replace you in their role. So a lot of people are afraid of you guys because of the potential you are wielding. So like this Leper King here, he has this really amazing looking sword, right? And a lantern. So you're with that sword and the lantern fighting and lighting your way to the end of your journey, right? And people don't want to be in that path. They're afraid you're gonna take them down while you're on the road to success, because you want it to happen no matter what. I also see here too with the Healer, you guys have amazing healing abilities, okay? So even if you're ambitious, you're still someone who has kind and gentle traits. So I feel like some of these people are just projecting onto you, of course. Even if you're ambitious, that doesn't mean you're going to use them like that. I think it's kind of like you're making people triggered with this healing energy because you're highlighting to other people where they have to work on themselves, right? So when people are feeling this way about you, they're actually realizing they have to work on their skills to improve. They have to do better. But instead of doing that, they try to put an obstacle in your path instead. So people are scared of this too, because it's like they don't want to have a mirror held up to them and look at what they have to fix and do. But with you guys, like with self-discipline and healer together, it's like, it makes me think of someone who does like an exercise routine that maybe like people in the military do, or something very strict and extreme to reach a goal. They see you doing this and they think, oh, I can't do that. So what do I have to do to stop this person from succeeding over me? So I think a lot of this too is like people are scared of you because you make them look bad. Okay, people look bad compared to you, and you're disciplined, but you have this softness to you, that healing side. It's a really wonderful quality to have, but for some reason it triggers people who are lacking with themselves, okay? So I want to pull some more cards and see what else comes through for why people are scared of you. Okay, with these cards here, we have expansion and abandonment, and I'll get to these in a second. So with expansion, it says you are blessed. You expand and transcend through multiple realities, guided by the divine forces that govern your path. So it's like, yeah, you guys have this essence, this aura. As I said, you are ambitious, but you have this like soft gentleness to you as well. So it's like people know you can't be messed with, but once you go off, like if people push you to the edge, once you do go off, people are very scared of you. So like, it kind of makes me think of, going back to school, right? There are those teachers that are very kind and very gentle to everyone. They never raise their voice. But when they do, everyone's terrified of them. Like when they're angry, you don't want to be in the room. So like, that's the vibe I feel from you guys here. Like people don't want to mess with you because they know what's waiting for them. Okay, like you're soft and gentle, but you're not going to get pushed around and played with. Okay, you're really not. And that could make you really angry because you don't want to change the natural way you are. You don't want to be aggressive and mean unless you have to. You like being like, that healer, focusing on yourself, good vibes, good energy. So when people are pushing you this way, it's like, stop. It's like a bear trap. You snap on them. You don't want that. I also feel like people are afraid of you guys because with abandonment, it kind of makes me think of someone having to do a lot on their own. So I feel like you guys have this ability to do things independently, whether this is from, your childhood or just your life experiences in general, having to do a lot on your own. People are afraid of people like this because you guys are not easily indoctrinated, like not drinking the Kool-Aid, right? Going along with what everyone else wants you to. It kind of makes me think of like working at a corporate job. Everyone wants you to do the same song, the same dance, going along with everything, even if it's like, I don't really care about this. I just want that paycheck and then go home, right? That's what I'm feeling here. So people are upset sometimes or scared of you, afraid of what you can do because they can't force you to go along with what they want. You're very much so an independent thinker, a free thinker. You're not going to go along with everything else people want because you can critically think on how something's right or something's wrong, or if it doesn't align with how you feel, you're able to go against that very easily. And if someone has negative intentions or they really want you to do something, of course, that's going to bother them. And with your tarot here, we have the Sun, Page of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Lots of Wands energy. So yeah, you have that fiery ambition kept coming through the whole time here. So you guys have this ability, like once you start, you're not going to stop. You're not stopping, okay, till you achieve, till you get something tangible. I also feel like too, with the Sun, this makes me think of someone being so proud of themselves, accomplishing so much. So I feel like people too are scared of you because it's like they want your money, right? They want your wallet, okay? They want to do what you do, okay? Like the way you're achieving things and accomplishing things, you guys should be very proud of yourself, and I feel like you are. But there's people here who want to dim your sun. They're afraid of how you're so happy. Like for some reason, this is like that triggering thing I picked up earlier. You could trigger people because they feel like they have a lack mindset, right? So when they see you happy, it's like they think, why isn't there happiness for me, right? Even though that's not how it works, that's how some people are thinking about this towards you. But I see you guys here being very happy, continuing on to your goals, getting your stability, feeling comfortable with yourself. And hey, if that upsets people, that scares them about you, it makes them question themselves, that's their problem, right? I say that a lot in my readings. That's their problem, okay? Not you. I feel like you guys too are you're such a go-getter. I think there's something about you too that's like spontaneous, creative. You guys probably, like, even if you don't have like a creative hobby or creative passion in the sense of like, you know, art, singing, music, like that type of stuff, you could have that. But even if you don't, it's like you guys create such beautiful things, okay? People look at what you create and they're inspired by it. People look at how you're moving here because with the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands, that's like someone who is an innovator, creating new things to change how things are done. And of course, because you're not easily indoctrinated, you're not drinking the Kool-Aid, you have this ability more than other people to be original and show your colors in a different way. And I think this scares people because once again, it's like you're doing something so unique, so special, so creative that it's not like something they can compete with. They're always going to lose. And even if you lost, you're going to find a way to win in the end. You're going to make it work for you. Like, you have this chaotic optimism, I feel, okay? Always going and striving and trying to make the best outcome for yourself. And people are only scared of this because they're afraid, like, once you have all this talent and ability, reaching its highest potential, how are they ever going to beat you if they want the same thing as you? They can't. So that was your reading for Why You Scare People, group number 1. I hope you guys liked it. I really liked this reading. You guys, like, when I was channeling this, it came out so easy. So I feel like you guys have like really good energy. Let me know what you thought about this reading in the comments. If you liked it, consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't yet. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this reading has helped you in some way, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, group number 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose Ghostface, and with your first card here, we have Hathor, Mistress of Harmony, Mediation, Communication, Culture, and then we have Femme Fatale. So you guys, when I was shuffling these first 2 cards here, just to have something, you know, to read off at the beginning, I felt here before the second card came down, wow, this person must be really attractive with Hathor here. And that just confirmed it with that second card. So one of the reasons why people are scared of you guys is because of your looks, your presence. There's something about you that is very attractive. So I don't know if this is just your physical look, and then it's like you have this really great personality. So both of them together makes people feel really mesmerized by you, very pulled in by you. Like the way you talk, the way your voice is, the way you look, all this together is like, wow, like people are taken aback. But this can trigger some people, of course, because they feel like you are competition. How can they compete with your beauty, your charisma? I feel like you guys have this natural star power as well. So like you guys, if you're going someplace, I feel like you could get scouted because of the way you're carrying yourself, the way you look. I also feel here too, this doesn't matter your gender, even though it says femme fatale. just take this as, it applies to you. I think you guys scare romantic connections or partners because they think you're a femme fatale, a playboy. They think you're someone who could just be with them for a short amount of time, and maybe you're not really, with them for the long term. So some people are attracted to you, but they kind of question in their head, okay, this attractive person, why are they attracted to me? What is going on? So they kind of question themselves, and they're scared, like they're not going to be able to impress you. Even though they want to, they feel like they can't for some reason. So you guys attract competition from people who want your suitors or your romantic connections, but then the people you're with as well, or these potential connections themselves, feel nervous around you because they feel like, okay, one strike, I'm out. This person might not be with me for a long time. Like, that's what I'm feeling here. I also feel like with femme fatale, it kind of makes me think of someone who's really talented in multiple ways, or it makes me think of Britney Spears, because she has the album Femme Fatale, right? So I feel like you guys are someone like that, where you're multi-talented, you're good looking, you have that personality, and then you have substance to back it up. You can do a lot of things. So this could be related to money and work. This is especially true if you guys work in a field where beauty, appearance plays a part, like modeling, acting, something like that, social media, the way things are presented, designing. People, especially in these fields, could feel threatened by you because it's like you have these natural things that make it so you're more likely to be successful compared to them. So they feel like they have to add a lot to what they're currently doing. Like they have to work overtime to bring what you naturally have to the competition, to the table, whatever it is. Like, you're bringing it, okay? And it's 110. So they have to make their 80% up to par with your 110% you're delivering. So I'm going to put down some more cards and see what else comes through. Wow, so with these cards here, I feel like some of you guys must be famous in some way, because we literally have the star. And what I say, you have that natural star power, okay? Something about you just draws attention in. Like, I feel like you're meant to be, like, famous in some way, okay? Or you have that potential to be really famous if you applied yourself in fields where, you need to be famous, maybe to get a lot of money. Like, I think modeling, acting, stuff like that. But yeah, all these cards here, the Star, Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands, all talks about lots of attention and recognition. So people are jealous of how popular you guys are. Maybe for some of you guys, you're considering yourself a popular loner. So like, you could have a following on social media, but then it's like, maybe you don't know a lot of people in your immediate life to be friends with, or, something like that. It's like contradicting in some way. I also feel like people are scared of this attention you get because it's like they probably want the spotlight, right? So like the Star, the Seven of Swords, you're taking their spotlight from them, so they can't have this, this crazy dream of being famous, having money coming true. People can't compete with you, right? That's really funny. I also feel like there's something about you too that could be mysterious in some way, because with femme fatale, these other cards here, I kind of feel like it's like you're hiding something. So it kind of draws some intrigue where people want to know more about you. And I think a lot of very big famous people, even if they're publicly saying stuff about themselves, it's like with you guys, it's like part of that appeal though is not letting everyone know everything, just enough to keep people interested, but hiding a little bit to have them wanting more. So there's something like that too people are scared of, because again, you naturally have to have this or work at it in some way. So you guys have this thing where it's like people want to give you a phone call to give you the opportunity because they remember you because of this natural ability to do so. And with the Ghostface here, it's like a mask, right? Revealing a surprise, someone you don't expect. So you guys have that as well. I also see here with your Oracle card, Incarnation, through the power of intention and ritual, we can call upon the divine spirit to guide and empower us. And we have the Healer as well, and it has the Grim Reaper on it, but that's not a negative thing here. I feel like that's a good thing. It's like transformation. So you guys have the ability to transform yourself. So I think it's like you have this power to appear very grand, but then it's also like you're able to make yourself not as noticeable. Or it makes me think of the Marilyn Monroe effect. If you guys see stuff like that on social media where it's like, okay, she can kind of like turn her persona on and make people really interested in her and be like, wow, that's Marilyn Monroe. You know what I mean? But then when she has that off, people don't really pay attention. They're like, okay, that's just a regular lady, right? That's what they're thinking. You guys have that. I keep picking this up, this dual energy, femme fatale too, and then Marilyn Monroe. Like, you have this like seduction quality as well. People are jealous of this ability to seduce people romantically and money-wise. I think too, like people want to give you things, kind of like a pretty privilege. People are scared of this power you have. They feel is like unfair just because of the way you look and carry yourself. Like I feel like you're not even doing a lot to have this happen. You just are able to naturally command your presence, and it gives you so much attention, recognition. I'm really surprised if you guys pick this pile and you're not popular or you have some sort of fame in some way. But yeah, I also think it's possible people are afraid or scared of this status you have or this potential to have a lot of fame and status. Maybe people feel like, okay, you have friends in high places, so I gotta impress you. So nothing happens to me. I gotta impress you to get the opportunity as well. So like people might be kind of cautious around you because it's like they don't want to get on your bad side and not have something good happen for them. So they feel like they have to cater to you or appeal to you in some way to remain as a friend or to keep getting something good. People are also scared of how fast you guys are able to build something up. So because of everything I just said, with the whale here, a whale makes me think of something really big and grand in some way. So I feel like with the Fool and the whale, it's like you build a big enterprise, a big company, a big brand very quickly. And that intimidates people because they can't do this. Maybe they try the same thing and it takes them a very long time. So like, I feel like something that takes other people 5-10 years, you guys could be one of those lucky people that develops that same level of growth in 1 year, 2 years, and a lot less time compared to other people. So I'm going to put just 2 more cards down just to get a little bit more because you guys have really curt messages and I don't want to cut your reading too short. Yeah, so with the Death card and the 5 of Cups, and it's funny here, with the Healer, I said, like, it reminds me of Death, the Grim Reaper. I think you make people feel like there's, like, no point in trying. Because it's like, okay, you're there. Like, okay, it's not going to work. I feel like you have this strong, like, transformation energy. So, like, the people you come into contact with, their lives are transformed. And people are scared of this because it's like, they don't know how to handle that transformation. So you could make people think differently after they had a conversation with you. And that can go favorably for you, as in getting more opportunities, fame, money. But it also can sometimes be a bad thing for you because people might be in competition with you. They might want to take away your opportunities because this type of energy often manifests a lot of jealousy in your life. So you could have people who are crying about their own life, jealous of what you have, and be like, oh, I want to transform and take that away from you. So just make sure you protect yourself here. I feel like people are just scared of you because of all the greatness you present, you will have in the future if you don't have this yet, because a lot of signs of something big and grand coming from you, group number 2. So this was a really awesome reading. I really liked the messages that came through. Let me know what you guys thought about it. If you liked the video, consider liking it, subscribing if you haven't yet. I hope this reading has helped you in some way. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. So you chose Freddy Krueger here, and then we have the Morgan, Weaver of Fate, Antipathy, Introspection, Opposition, and then we have the Beggar. So the first thing I'm seeing here for why people are scared of you, with the Morgan here, this card has powerful energy, enchanting energy. So I feel like you guys scare people because a lot of people become addicted and reliant on the energy you're putting out. The way you're acting, people become addicted to it. So you guys could experience a lot of people becoming codependent on you, like friends, family, romantic partners, because you have such like powerful, pure energy coming off of you. Like people want to always be around it. They suck it right up, right? It's giving them life, positive energy. So this makes it so, even if you are putting out something good, it might not always be good to you because it attracts a lot of like vampire type of energy. People want what you're giving, what you're bringing, and you might have to, at times, set strong boundaries or, enforce having your own space and not always having, this energy being so dependent on you all the time. I do see here, though, people are also scared of you with Beggar because I feel like they have to beg for more of you, right? They want more of you. So I think another reason why people are scared of you, not only do you make people like codependent on you, addicted to your energy, you also make people feel like they aren't like worthy of your time, right? So people are scared of that because as you're making yourself scarce, you're setting boundaries. People are like, oh no, like my supply, it's being cut off. So people are scared of how you're able to defend yourself, protect yourself, and know your worth. You are powerful and you know it, and you're not afraid to keep being powerful and empowering yourself and making sure people respect you and they know what you're about, okay? You're not playing. That's what I feel here. And it's funny too because you guys chose Freddy Krueger, and of course he appears in nightmares, right? So I feel like you guys have people dream about you a lot. Like people dream about you in positive ways. Maybe some people dream about, like just hanging out with you. Some people, if they are romantically interested, could dream about going on a date with you. But I also see another group of people here who dream about you, but they dream about you like succeeding, and that upsets them. Like they dream about you like this is their nightmare, right? So like they're having a nightmare of you succeeding because it's like they can't have that supply anymore. So that is kind of a strange message, but that is what's coming through here. I do see here, though, people are also scared of this strength you have. I keep picking it up. A strong sense of power and being able to command things to go your way. I think you have this willpower, or it's like having a spine. You have this confidence that kind of makes people go along with you, okay? Because other people might be unsure. They're not as strong as you, so they kind of go along with what you're doing because you're leading by example. You're being brave enough to put the first step forward. So I'm going to shuffle some more cards and see what else comes out for you guys. Okay, so with your cards here, we have Neptune, trust in the divine plan and surrender to the understanding that all things are working together for our greatest good, And then you have dystopia, and I'll get to these ones in a second. It's very interesting here because I feel like a lot of loner energy or being very independent. So maybe that's why like you have these people attracted to you and you get codependent people wanting to be in your energy. They're scared of you because it's like they can't believe how you do everything so independent, so on your own, having the strength to do so much and not need another person. You might like the company of other people. You could want the company of other people, but you don't need it, okay? That's what like sets you guys apart. You're very much so like your own person, having this ability to do whatever you want and having the willpower to make it happen without needing other people. Like, you're going to make it happen by yourself. You're going to make it happen how you want it to. And I think you scare people because it's like being able to stand on your own 2 feet without support, that makes you stronger than 90% of, anyone. So people are envious too, I feel, of your ability to do so. So maybe they feel like by being around you, they're going to gain this ability, but instead it just makes you further independent. It makes you a little bit more distant from them. I also feel like you guys too, people are scared of you because I feel like your first impression you give people kind of makes them feel like, oh, I'm scared to reach out to this person, right? They're kind of afraid of you to even talk to you. So I feel like you guys also, you're not only scary and intimidating because people feel all these things from you, they just feel that from your presence, right? You are giving people fear because you're that powerful, just being in your presence. I also feel with Neptune, that also talks about dreams, right? Things not being seen outwardly, things that are a little bit more hidden. So I feel like you guys are a bit in your own world, but this makes people scared of you because it's like they don't know what you're thinking. They don't know how to reach you and connect with you. And that makes them feel like, okay, how do I read this person? So sometimes people, because they can't read you, they'll project these negative things onto you. Like here we see antipathy, that's like hatred, right? They might think, oh, this person hates me. They don't like me. When it's like, no, I'm just thinking about my own life. I'm just thinking about what I got to do when I get home, right? So you guys, like, you have these people project onto you because you're so much like your own being, right? And they want to read you. They want this energy, but since they can't, they do all this extra stuff trying to figure you out when it's like, why don't they just talk to you? Okay. So I feel like you guys too, like, you might scare people off just with your vibe and energy. And I see here with your tarot cards, with the Magician, Two of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Hermit, and Judgment. So yes, the Hermit, you have this wisdom that other people, they'll need to be born in like 1,000 lifetimes to accumulate the knowledge you have. I also feel like you guys, people are scared of you because I feel like you guys might take comfort in being alone. You might be comfortable, eating out at a restaurant alone. You don't need all these other people. You're so happy with yourself that it makes people feel like, okay, they're competing with your peace to be part of your life, right? So people are scared of that because it's like, some people might genuinely want to connect with you and they're not bad, but they're still feeling this projection onto you of like, oh, they don't like me, when it's like, it's not that serious, right? It might not be that way at all. And I also think too, like with the King of Swords, that makes me think of someone who's stoic, someone with a poker face, not showing a lot of emotion or expression. And once again, that trouble reading you guys, they can't read you. So people are afraid because of your facial expression. So anytime I do these types of readings, I always have a pile that's like, okay, you guys have like RBF, which is like resting B face. I have that too, so I'm not saying that in a offensive way. This is just how people might perceive your facial expression. But then if they do talk to you, you could have a really great smile, right? Like something that breaks that illusion of, oh, this person's very, isolated, mean, and alone, when it's like, no, you just like to spend time by yourself, and that's okay. I also feel like with the Magician too, I picked up willpower. You guys can juggle many things at once and do a lot of things at the same time. So people might be scared how to basically, like, they feel a little bit less than you when they see how much you're able to handle, how much you're able to do. And I think I keep feeling this energy of like, how do I put myself in this person's life, right? So I feel like the main thing I feel is like people are scared to connect with you because they don't know how to add to your life. They think you don't want them to be in your presence and in your reality. And with Judgment too, that's like being called upon. So I feel like you guys don't call upon people, right, to be into your life. Or if someone does something, just because it's your friend or family, you're not really going to give them a special pass for their behavior. You're just going to be honest about what you feel. And that too can make people scared, because it's like a lot of people, they might go along with something even though they don't agree, to appease people around them. But you guys don't do that. You just say it anyway. So that also kind of gives the vibe of, oh, I can't enter this person's life. They want to be more alone. Okay. So I think you only make exceptions for people you really feel that connection with, you feel similar with. I also think it's possible too, you guys could have a lot of goals and dreams here with the Magician and the Two of Pentacles. You're like, I'm busy, I got things to do. So that scares people, because it's like they don't know how to relate to someone like you who's doing so much, like you, being so empowered by your own energy. So like they don't know how to connect. And I think that results in that energy I picked up earlier, becoming codependent on you, even though that just pushes them further away from connecting with you. So that's very interesting what I'm picking up here for you, group number 3. But that was your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you liked it, consider liking the video, subscribing if you haven't yet. I hope this reading has helped you guys in some way. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, group number 4, welcome to your reading. So you chose Michael Myers here, and with your cards we have Vanth, Caretaker of the Lost, Respite, Assistance, Memory, and then we have Messiah. So what I'm seeing here for why people are scared of you, with this first card, I feel like this is talking about giving people information when they're lost to guide them on the right track. So I feel like you guys give a lot of advice or insight that puts people on the right path, and that's a great thing. But there are people that you do this with, right? There's another group of people, one that appreciates it, and then one group that sees you guys as, oh, the Messiah. This person thinks everything they do is so amazing, right? So they think you're a know-it-all, and they feel like you're just trying to tell them a bunch of stuff to be like, oh, do this, do that, when it's not like that. But that other group of people views it that way. So I think some people are scared of you because it's like you're pointing out their flaws and what they have to fix. So the way I'm viewing this is like having a friend who constantly complains about the same problem over and over again. And this isn't something where it's like circumstantial, they can't change it and they're just venting. This is someone who can change the problem, and they always go to you for advice or, you know, to vent. But then it's like, okay, girl, we heard this story how many times? Like, what's going on? Right? So it's like you guys are the person who just tells them like, hey, like, you told me about this so many times. I think it might be best for you to do X, Y, and Z to move on from this, because I've heard it so many times, I can't, you know, do anything else about it, right? So you say this to people, but, you know, they might get upset. So they're scared how you can be honest like that. And they're scared how, like, you're putting them in their place, right? Like, you're telling them, hey, you got to do something about this instead of keep talking about it. So I feel like with you guys, you probably don't procrastinate as much as other people because you like to view things head on and see them as they are. Okay, you see things as they are, and with memory here, you remember, you will not forget. Okay, so you catch people in their lies. That's why I think too, like with Messiah, it's like someone who's all-seeing and observer to the situation. So people are like, how do you know this is a lie? What? Like, you just catch it, right? You prevent something from continuing on and put it on the right track, the right path, whether that's people or situations. You have that power and ability to clock things and spot them before they become horrible or bad, okay? I also think it's funny too, because you guys chose Michael Myers, and with memory, it's like, you know, in the movies, he's always chasing the same people. No matter how many times they try to take him out, he comes back from the dead over and over again. He doesn't die. He keeps chasing them till he eliminates the target, right? So I feel like you guys could be someone like that as well. People are scared of that ability to keep going after something. Having the memory as well, like you remember things exactly. And I think people are scared of your intelligence because you recognize patterns with that intelligence and that memory. And you can't lie to someone who still remembers the previous story, the previous information, right? Because sometimes when people lie, their story changes, or it's not exactly the same, and they change many details. So you guys are scary to people because they can't pull that with you, because you're going to instantly find it and stop it. So I'm going to put down some more cards and see, why are people scared and intimidated by you? Okay, so with these cards on top here, we have spiritual blessings, embrace spiritual insights and intuitive abilities, for these are gifts that will help you on your journey, and peace. So I feel like with spiritual blessings, some of you guys could have not only that intelligence and pattern recognition with your brain, I think you have intuitive gifts as well. So some of you guys could have, you know, like psychic abilities, like you just have that sense of, oh, this isn't right. Something's not right here. And that scares people because it's like, you just know. So I'm someone too, I have that ability. I can just know when something's not right. And that has like saved me many times, right? In my own life, it has prevented bad things from happening. It allowed me to walk away from situations because I could sense beforehand, like, this is not correct. Okay. So you have this and people are scared of that. I also think you guys could be that friend or, you know, that person in your family. You're like, this person, I think they're going to do X, Y, and Z, right? They're going to do something in the future and we're all going to be surprised, but I'm going to be here telling you guys, hey, like, I told you so. That's you guys, okay? So you could experience that. And I think you guys could have peace here. Something that scares people about you is that you could have like very peaceful energy even in chaotic situations, right? So this could be because maybe you feel spiritually protected. So when you're in chaotic situations, maybe you have faith in the universe, God, or you could just feel really grounded and, you know, you're kind of thinking like, whatever happens, happens. I have faith it will work out in the way it's supposed to. And that could carry you in a very peaceful way, right? People feel peace around you. So I think it's like people are scared of that because they think like, how is this person so calm in this emergency? How are they so peaceful? A lot of people will not be able to act calm under pressure. So they could think like you're superhuman, right? In some way, like, how is this person doing this? They're impressed, like, so while they're scared, they're impressed by your ability. And with the tarot cards here, we have the 10 of Cups, the World, 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. I pulled an extra one just because I felt called to do that. I think it's possible that people are scared of how you're able to complete things, right? So I picked up to like the end of procrastination, being very honest and forthcoming. So I think with Messiah, it's like you have the all-powerful ability to create and complete goals in life. So you're not the person waiting for the opportunity or luck to happen. You're doing the work and you're trying to make your own luck by putting yourself out there, applying to those opportunities, doing the work, and no matter how many hours it takes, you're putting in that effort with the 10 of Wands, putting in the work to complete something and push it forward. So I think people are scared of your impressive work ethic. Again, like that superhuman, right? You keep working beyond the level other people can work. I feel like you guys have this energy too, like you're unfazed, okay? Maybe that's what that piece is too, like you're unfazed, unbothered. You know how to handle yourself, but it's like you do a lot at the same time. Like it's kind of strange to me how to explain this. It's like you're able to complete things in work, but people didn't know after your shift, right? Like whether it's work or, you know, you're just at home doing stuff, people wouldn't know you worked so much because of that sense of calmness from you. You just are doing things at another level compared to other people. And I think maybe too, like with that spiritual blessing, maybe this is like this because it's like you have such strong faith or you're believing in yourself so much. So like, you know, the effort you're going to put in, you're like, it will pay off. I'm going to make it pay off. I also think it's possible here too. I think this sense of detachment makes you guys kind of like a master manifester in a way, because it's like when you're working towards completing your goals, you're very much so balanced emotionally. You're not letting all your emotions bubble over and take control of you. And you're not revealing all of your emotions here, right? With the Queen of Swords, keeping yourself emotionally balanced, maybe being more logical in certain situations, like using your head to think about things instead of your heart. Not that your heart's not in it, but you're not letting it consume you, right? So like this makes you more successful because it's like you have that drive, but you're not getting too emotionally worked up, leading to a better outcome with what you are working towards. This could also be like presenting to you in opportunities, right? When you have an opportunity shown to you, it's like, okay, what do I have to do to make this work for me? Or can I negotiate something better? Because the Queen of Swords is also intelligence, intellect. But because you're not giving off like a desperate vibe for something to work, you're handed more opportunities to be creative and grow and prosper in life, to have abundance. Because you're not making the other person feel like you're not wanting that opportunity, or you're only wanting it in a way to be like, oh, I just need something instantly. Like they feel like you're going to be good at this, and then they hand it to you. I hope that makes sense, because it's a little weird to explain. I also feel here too, people are jealous or scared, intimidated by your ability to find happiness no matter what, to choose ways to create something in your life. I think you guys are very resourceful as well. So people are scared of this because like you find a way to create something out of nothing. Okay. It's like, okay, water into wine, making something with nothing to something really luxurious or, you know, grand, sustaining. I think you guys have this ability to make a lot for yourself, and I think you can scare people with this, but it's not necessarily like a bad scare. But with you guys, I feel like it's scary in a way. People are impressed how you complete things, how you don't procrastinate, how you put those hours in, and you move forward in a calm, collected way, which just makes things manifest into your life a lot more easily. So that's what I'm seeing here for you guys, group number 4. I really liked this reading, especially like the calm vibes. I'm feeling that the whole time I'm reading this here. So let me know what you guys think of it. If you like it, like the video, subscribe if you haven't yet. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this reading has helped you in some way, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye.